All right, welcome back to Cryptids and Critters. I think we're on episode 9, episode 10, I don't know.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're on 9 since we said that last time.
Yeah, we're either one ahead or we're one behind. I don't know.
Whatever your voice over there.
But today, we're talking about the one of the cryptids I've dropped reference to a lot, with the cryptid that kills the beast of Gévaudan. It's not really a cryptid, it's a story, but it is considered a cryptid. But, so do you know anything of this?
Not really.
Do you know the myth of the werewolf?
The myth of, no.
Dang.
Yeah.
So the beast of Gévaudan was supposedly, it's associated with man-eating animal or animals that terrorized a former province of Gévaudan, a part of France,
Makes sense.
between 1764 and 1767. I'll get into this later. So the attacks occurred within an area spanning 56 by 50 miles. So this was within a territory. They were said to have been committed by one or more beasts of a thawny russet color with dark streaks/stripes and brown stripe down its back. A tail longer than a wolf's, ending in a tuft. According to contemporary eyewitnesses, it was said to attack with formidable teeth and claws, and appeared to be half the size of a calf or cow, and seemed to fly or bounce across fields towards the victims. These descriptions could identify the beast as a young lion, a striped hyena, a large wolf, a large dog, or a wolf dog, though its identity is still up for debate. Mind you, this thing was killed. We still don't know what it is because the taxidermy, because it did get taxidermied, either is lost, still out there somewhere, or wasn't preserved and just crumbled away. So, the Kingdom of France used a considerable amount of money to hunt this thing down. In 1987, there was estimated to have been 210 attacks, resulting in 113 deaths, 49 injuries, 98 of the victims were killed were partly eaten. Other sources claim the animals killed between 160 to 100 adults and children, and injured more than 30. Victims were often killed by having their throats torn out. The beast was reportedly killed several times before the attacks finally stopped. Okay. So there was an account of a young woman who had been attacked. She survived. This is the first recorded attack. Like a wolf, yet not a wolf. However, she was protected by the bulls in the herd, and they drove it off after it attacked a second time. Shortly after, on June 3rd, the beast's first official victim, a 14-year-old, was killed. The victim was buried without sacraments because she could not confess before her death, which is so weird. Like, how? I'm sorry, I'm not going to get into a theological or religious debate with that. Burial certificate that she was stated to be killed by the ferocious beast. Then there was another one, another 14-year-old. She was killed in the Adler Valley. From the end of August and in September, other victims recorded in the forest and its surroundings. Throughout 1974, more attacks were reported in the region. Very soon, terror gripped the populace because the beast was repeatedly preying on lone men, women, and children as they tended to their livestock in the forests around Gévaudan. Reports only seem the beast was targeting the head and neck region of its victims. But here's where it starts to get a little weird, because this did actually happen, but people start going into, scared humans always escalate the thing. They believed the beast had supernatural abilities. They believed it could walk on its hind legs and feet like a human. They believed the beast performed astonishing leaps. They also believed the beast could repel bullets back and come back from the dead after being struck and wounded. That would make sense if there were multiple. The astonishing leaps does sound like a cat. Hind legs, big cats can rear up. But I don't know about the repel bullets. Yeah, I know the Salvo man-eaters took 9. The large one took 9 to take down. But it was injured while doing so. Because I think, Colonel John Henry Patterson hit it once before. The first shot was the one that really injured it, and it just came after him afterwards. It just took 9 shots to take it out. Increasing attention, so it killed more, and it got more attention from the nobles of France, because it was just kind of slaughtering. So, also is a bit of religious thing. They were saying it was a scourge sent by God to punish the men for their sins. And evoking the justice of God thing, and as well the Bible thread with I will arm the teeth of wild beasts against them. Yeah, it's like 17th century France. So there's going to be a lot of religious influence. Christianity took big hold. The witch hunts happened, they were horrible.
Yeah.
If you actually look into those, they are genuinely horrible, because the man who did it, no, he was not a good person.
Yeah, it's like,
and it's the only reason is because he got dogged. He got absolutely put in his place by a woman in his first church, and he called her a witch, and he called her a burner, and everyone was like, "You're an idiot, just go, leave." He got kicked out, and then he writes a book that actually changed public opinion. But everyone says it's a stupid idea, yet it still happened.
Yeah. If she floats, she's a witch. But if she drowns, she's not a witch. Either way, we are going to kill you. It's like so stupid. Like
3,000 people, I think, lost their lives to that. So
oh my god.
3,000 in Europe, where there's not really good stable population. So there was a ton of things. So there's one where 7 children got attacked. Jacques Perfolix and 7 children from the village got attacked, and they managed to drive it off. This is starting to sound more like an animal than anything.
Yeah.
They drove it off by staying grouped together. That makes sense. They look bigger in a group. So the attention came to King Louis. I don't know which one, I don't know how to read that. Awarded 300 liveries to anyone. And another 350 shared among his companions. What does he get? Oh, shared among his companions, but the main dude got 300. So, he also got an education at the state's expense. Like, what? Can I get that? They decreed that they would help find and kill the beast. There was a girl about 12 years old who had been partially devoured on the present day by the man-eating beast that had been ravaging this country for nearly 3 months. That was the words of, I think, it was someone's words. It was like by the parish of, I don't know how to say it, it's French words. So, yeah, no, it was becoming a big problem. And they'd go on this whole witch hunt for it. I know, I use witch hunt, but yeah. So, the royal parties get involved. And they thought it was a wolf. Even though it has been explained, it's like a wolf, but not. It's different than a wolf. It had stripes or spots or whatever. And that will lead me to after this. So they hunted a pair of Eurasian wolves. However, one of these wolves that they killed was massive, huge specimen. They killed it. Because humanity doesn't like wolves. Not like we tamed wolves and domesticated them to get dogs. Totally. So they brought 8 bloodhounds for wolf hunting. This just sounds like they wanted an excuse to go wolf hunting.
Yeah.
But the attacks still continued. And they were replaced with someone else. So then there was another attack on a bridge that managed to wound it by stabbing a spear into its chest. And indeed it was discovered with traces of blood that were found similar to those of the beast. She was called the Maid of Gévaudan after that. Yeah, she didn't kill it, not by a long shot, because the attack still happened. This was on August 11th of the same year. Yeah, no, we're not done. So, yeah, this is where it gets to the part of the large gray wolf. 80 centimeters, so 31 inches, and 5 feet and 7 inches long. It's huge.
Yeah.
130 pounds. 130 pounds. Huge wolf. But they got shot and killed, declared that we declared by the present report cited from our hand, we never saw a big wolf that could compare to this one. We believe that this fearsome beast could cause so much damage. It was a singular wolf that's 130 pounds. A singular wolf. Yeah, I get it, wolves are apex predators, but usually because of a pack dynamic. Not because they can hunt alone. They can, but they don't, because they aren't successful in their larger game. And to put another point on that, when they do hunt alone, it's usually for small prey. A rabid wolf is not going to look like a 130-pound monster. So I don't know what they were thinking with a wolf. It don't make sense. Because they don't like humans. So then there was another attack where they recognized the animal was further identified by several culprits as the culprit by several attack survivors who recognized the scars inflicted on its body from defending themselves. Yeah. Hello and welcome back. Well, thank you for being patient. There was a technical difficulty with this episode. About the Beast of Every Dawn, we did record the full, but again, the camera died on us. We got most of the way through explaining.
Yeah.
And if you're a little confused, again, we're just going to go over a quick rundown. It was a cryptid that it existed in 1700s, terrorized the French countryside. Multiple wolves were killed, yet the attacks would stop and then start again. And finally, something was put down, something was killed, but I don't remember what his name was.
Yeah.
It was killed, the attack stopped, things went on, and then it got dragged into a whole bunch of werewolf things. Yet originally it was not a story about werewolves.
Yeah.
So basically, the idea is with this one, we came to a few conclusions. Either just a big wolf, a hyena, a big cat, which was our favorite, or a mentally insane person.
I think there was like another wolf, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there was like a few big wolves.
No, I think there was a wolf that looked like a hyena, right? I can't remember the name of it. Like the Very Wolf, I think. Something like that.
I'll have to look into it.
Yeah.
But basically that's what we went over. We came down to a conclusion. It just really made us angry.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's so much stupidity going throughout it.
Fame! Glory!
It was the wolf's fault.
It was the wolf. That man in the background that's a crazy psycho. Yeah.
Yeah. But thank you for watching this very this episode was not good.
Yeah.
It should have been good for what it was about.
Yeah.
But thank you for being patient and listening in for all our little amount of viewers.
Yeah.
But thank you again. And if you can see behind us, well, behind William, we've got a tier list going. Again, I'll explain that in the next episode. But you will see some familiar faces return. We will talk about a few familiar faces. And some new ones that we haven't got to cover, and then a few that I wanted to cover, but we never got the chance to.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for, again, this episode.
Yeah.
Wish we could have done more for it, but Alright, see y'all later. Bye-bye.